So both of you, what do you feel, what have you learned the most in this process in terms of collaboration with the directors, and how has it changed you as an artist, if at all?
Well, how has it changed me as an artist? As a performing artist or as any kind of artist?
As a collaborative artist.
As a collaborative artist, oh, well, I mean, it's changed me a lot. Being in front of the camera, really, I adopt multiple perspectives on how other people do their jobs, and as an artist, I think that's important to obtain all those perspectives to improve your skills, to improve your traits, and better you. And I think it's been a very educational experience, and I think I can use a lot of what I've learned here in the future.
Okay. But for you, Brian?
Thanks.
I'd like to phone a friend.
Okay.
Well, for me, I kind of just found out actually that this is an art. This process is an art, and there's a lot more that goes into this creative process than meets the eye. Before I was a part of any of the classes I'm in this semester, especially this one, I thought that anybody could get in front of a camera and act naturally because we're all actors by nature. But the more that I've learned about this creative process and all the different aspects, from directing to cinematography, the DPs, even sound, I've learned more and more as the semester's gone on, to now that I know more about each moving piece, I feel like I get the creative process a little bit more. That's how it's changed my perspective.
What was the most challenging?
Well, I mean, the most challenging personally is kind of keeping in my own lane. Challenging as an actor, maybe working with certain people. I think it was kind of hard to get on the same page and producing what they want. But also as an artist, it was challenging not to speak up and not to kind of input my own ideas. That was challenging, but it's kind of good keeping quiet and being off to the side, and I think you can learn more that way. But yeah.
How about for you, Brian?
For me, I found it somewhat of a challenge to bounce between different personalities that you encounter. I come into a shoot not with a perfect image of what I want to happen, but somewhat of how I want to be, and I found that you really have to flow, active listening, things of that nature, and sometimes realizing that you can't control everything. So just it was a challenge to accept that and just stick to my creative process, but I think that once I did, it was a really good thing.
What do you think, Nathan, is your niche as an actor? Have you found a place where you feel comfortable and that you'd like to further explore?
Yeah, I think I don't know. I felt pretty comfortable. I felt like I knew where I wanted to go, but this experience really centered where I want to go. Like, I really definitely know that physical comedy has always really been a focus for me. I've kind of found that there were some aspects of acting that I could work on, but definitely my niche is physical. I like to get physical.
How about for you, Brian?
For me, I'm still discovering my niche. I don't exactly know. But one thing that I found through really dissecting myself on screen, which is still awkward, but what I found is that I'm good at emotional response. I feel like being in that moment and really listening to what I'm given back is better than coming into it with some cognition of what's supposed to be.
That's an excellent realization. Yeah. All right. So, Brittany, from your experience working with the directing students, how has your perspective changed as a collaborative artist? What have you learned from it, and how will you go forward?
I definitely learned that working with a lot of different people, a lot of different moving parts is a process, and like communication's key. Like kind of, you see what's going on, they see what's going on, but you guys are all viewing it like from a different angle sometimes, and that's kind of like something. I guess being in, you know, an actor on, just kind of sometimes you have to sit it out and see what happens, and sometimes you have to like use your perception to kind of feel out the situation when it comes to like the rest of everybody on the set and stuff.
How about for you?
For me, coming back from a television perspective, pre-production was very important, and what I learned is communication is very important in this aspect, and that's what I found or just watched, that some directors were lacking communicating skills and directing what they wanted to their vision to execute. And as well, overall, since I never acted before, just getting the experience and knowledge in that area was very nice, and just doing my part and just waiting until the director like, just do your part. I'm like, okay, and that's what I was enjoying that part very well.
How about for you, Brittany, in terms of challenges? What was the most challenging?
Being funny is really challenging, I think. It's not my default in my natural life, so like I will laugh at a joke, but to tell a joke is very awkward for me. And then also kind of matching up what somebody wants to see me do versus what I would do. For example,
how do you navigate that?
yeah, you try to meet them halfway, because I think that maybe a director would want you to emote a certain way versus how you would emote that way. I mean, some people fall into like, and some people fall into head over heels love. So if a director's never fallen into head over heels love and you're conveying that, they're like, that's not love, because that's not their definition of love. So it's really hard, and you try to meet them halfway. And I think being just worldly in your life and other people's experiences helps you kind of navigate that with them.
Henry, what was the most challenging for you?
The most difficult challenging for me is not holding back, because I tend to hold back a lot of my shoots, and that's what I realized. I'm like, and regret is holding back, and I felt like I could have done much more or get much more. As other shoots, I felt like also with my co-workers or actors, their energy was very phenomenal and everything, so I played a vibe what they give me, so going to that, so I think I still was really nervous and also holding back. So if I can just reshoot and just play, not, and I know to not hold back anymore, then I probably done much better in the end.
That's a good realization. Yeah, never hold back. What do you think your niche is, Brittany?
Drama.
Henry?
I'm not sure. I still haven't discovered that, I believe, but I want to say is reacting to emotion or what a person says, and then me reacting to it. That will be my niche as of right now, but I yet to determine.
Okay. Thank you very much.
Thank you.